Hey everyone, it's me, your favorite Sparkle Girl, aka Can Sparkle. So yeah, well, let's just say it's been a while since we haven't been doing live videos lately. Yes, I know. It's only because I sometimes can be, busy and stuff, so you can't really blame me. So yeah, I just thought having a nice time with you guys because there's not really much to do. Even though that me and my best friend Sophie did went to Disney on Ice today, though, and I had to really admit it, I kind of enjoyed it. I really love the Disney on Ice thing that me and Sophie went today. It's just so amazing. But I'm not gonna brag about it. But if you really want me to tell you all about it, it's fine. But if those are who wants to see it anyway, if you're the same country as me or whatever you live in the United Kingdom, then it's up to you wherever you want to go. And in case if you do want to go, I won't say or whatever because it will be spoil it because I don't want to do that to anyone. So because it will be my fault. So yeah. So anyway, let's just move on. And yes, of course, Disney on Ice has been one of my favorite things to do when it comes to it to get myself active, because sometimes being bored at home doing nothing can be typical. I don't like being bored. I just like to like do something. Like what I'm doing right now, talking to you guys, having a conversation. So yeah, and yes, if I really need to be honest, I do feel like I do need a little bit, fun time and all that. Because spending time at home all the time, it's been like this since I was a kid. But don't accuse me for having it as an excuse. But I have to mention anyway, it's only because of my disability and autism I didn't get the chance to grow any confidence and to get used to other people. You know, ever since then, as a kid, of course. And to be honest, when me and Sophie were kids, me and Sophie hardly get to spend time together except from school. Let's just say me and Sophie do spend time in school anyway when we were younger. But since we are now grown ups, we get to hang out with each other and that. So yeah. And yes, me and Sophie are the British friends of all times, and we always do things together. But yeah, but sometimes we do have our own different things to do in life. But that's just you know, I just want to be straight with you guys by telling you guys the truth that my life is not always that easy as you all think, because it is hard to be part of this whole autism sort of thing. Because, and I bet all of you guys who also have autism probably felt the same way. Uh-huh. So I bet you probably imagine how it feels to not have any more friends wherever really. But yeah, but of course we do have friends in real life as we do have it online. But most of the time I do have few friends that I do in real life, of course, like Sophie, for example, because she's my best friend ever since my childhood. But I do have some few other people that I also friends with, like Oliver, Sam, and some few others that I do see sometime. But there are some other few people that I also used to be so close to. I don't see some of them anymore, sadly, because we all have been moved on, and we all have our own lives and all that. And besides, we all have to move on anyway, because we can't always live in the past now, can we? Because because if you keep still living in the past, the more it affects your brain. Because my mom and dad always say by saying that it's always a good thing to do by thinking forward, because you need to think healthy for your self-esteem. So yeah, but it is a fact, right? Because it is kind of true, really. But you can't possibly blame me for being, to being, you know, speaking in straight to you guys about it. And I know I'm not the only one here who feel all those kind of things. And I absolutely, well, obviously know almost everyone seems to feel like that anyway. Uh-huh. And to tell you guys this, since I have autism, I always have this sort of thing about Disney is part of me because Disney has changed my life, and I bet if it same thing for other people too. I can't possibly blame them, and you can't possibly blame me either. And yes, like I said, Disney has changed my life ever since then. I had, well, let's just say the Disney has brought me the magic, the fun, and everything, of course. Oh my goodness, all the characters, the movies, even Mickey Mouse himself. Oh my god, I just so in love with Disney. Wow. Oh. And yes, of course, when me and Sabi went to that Disney on Ice today, well, that was like early on, sometimes in the morning, I kind of got myself, because let's just say, just before you go inside that room where the stage is for the Disney on Ice, but before we go in there, but outside, but still inside, but outside, whatever. But it's complicated for me to explain. But like I said, but anyway, there are shops outside the room, and it's got like all different types of Disney stuff in there, like necklaces, dolls, soft toys, and they have sort of cups for the something to do with. Come on. I don't know. Maybe I think it's something to do with ice sort of drinks. I don't really drink something like that because don't get me wrong, I do like soft drinks, but not all the time. But I mean, not always. But let's just say I don't mind Pepsi Max most of the time, but I do sometimes drink Coke. But I kind of prefer Pepsi Max nowadays. So yeah, can you blame me for this one? So yeah, And guess what? I got my own, well, very own new Disney necklace, and you never guess which character I have on my neck right now. Can you guess? Begins with A. She has a green tail, red hair. She sings all the time. Can you guess, everyone? Exactly. Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Yep. You can't possibly blame me for choosing Ariel because she is my favorite after all. I just love Ariel as much as everyone does. Oh, I love you, Ariel. You're my best friend too. Yeah. And if Ariel was real, she probably would say the same thing. Now, would she? I bet she would say the same thing to almost everyone else who also loves Ariel too. So yeah. Okay. And besides, there's a lot of things to talk about, but not too many, of course. But I do got some things I have in mind anyway. Sometimes, every time I try to figure out something new to say, sometimes it does either comes out, but some of occasion it just faded away. Like, where the hell did that go? I mean, seriously, I bet you guys probably feel the same thing. Sorry, same way. And yes, and some of you, or almost everyone, probably already obviously knows and aware that I do stutter a few times anyway, every time I have a conversation, because, like I say, I do sometimes get, uh, you know, like juggling way of talking, like you're juggling your words. Yeah, believe me. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday for my friend Joshi for tomorrow, because he just mentioned his birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday for you tomorrow, Joshi, and have a wonderful day tomorrow. hmm Okay. And speaking about Little Mermaid, if I have to be really honest, I do like the live action really, because since I don't mind Halle Bailey sometimes, but it has to be kind of honest with you. I always stick with Jodie Benson version of Ariel, But don't get me wrong, I still like Halle Bailey as Ariel, but Jodie Benson is part of my childhood, and that is the perfect reason for why I'm saying it so. So that's the whole point, right? So yeah, can you possibly blame me for saying that? So yeah, and besides, I know not everyone seems to like Halle Bailey's version of Ariel, just because some people are being, the word, which I don't want to mention anyway, because it's rude. But some of you might obviously know what I'm talking about, because since I already said, I don't want to say anything more about it. And yet, and cause Halle Bailey, I think she's really good playing as Ariel, and she's definitely got a great and wonderful, beautiful singing voice. Yeah, we know. Oh boy, yeah. I want to be where the people are. Yep, I'm not singing, I'm just giving it for example. Okay. You didn't really think I was singing with, did you? I was just playing with you. Okay. Alright. I don't always like tricking you guys. I just sometimes like to tease you. In a good way, of course. I would never do it in a bad way, of course, anyway, because you're all my good friends. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, hang on. Just need to get myself comfortable on this seat. Let me chair. Okay. Okay. If I really had to be actually honest with you, boys and girls, ladies and men, I'm not always good at jokes, because when I was younger, I've always find it a bit confusing. Like I always used to think like this. Okay, how come people always making jokes? How is that funny? Okay, what are they talking about? Oh my god, what is going on? Am I getting crazy? Something like that. But as I got older, I kind of understand a little bit. So yeah, but you can't possibly get to blame me now, would you? I mean, really, it's just my brain just growing to get used to it. And sometimes when people wants to make jokes or anything, I sometimes do find it funny. But there are some jokes that I don't always quite get, because sometimes some jokes are not always make sense, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I may be funny. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm acting a little funny now, aren't I? As in, like, getting weirded out. Okay. Whew, that's not giving me the heebie-jeebies. Whew. Okay, just calm down, girl. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I just did my impression of my younger self just then. I do have a little good at it, really. Pretending to be my younger self, like, oh my goodness sake, Alto Kitten Sparkle, can you please stop winding me up? Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I just asked you to go to your bedroom and behave yourself. OMG! Oh my goodness, that young Kitten Sparkle, she's getting cheeky. Hey, I ain't go cheeky. Yep, you got me. I can be good at it sometimes. I bet anyone's all laughing. I can easily can tell sometimes, because I know I'm not really good at making people smile. Okay. And you probably remember the time when I did my Mickey Mouse impression. Oh my God! Oh no! Yes, I know. Oh Mickey! Oh no! This is so not good. This is so bad. I'm so in a panic. Oh, gee, Minnie, calm down, girl. What's going on? Oh, Kitten Sparkle, you gotta help me. Okay. What should I do to help? Oh, my. I don't know. You don't know? Oh, come on. Seriously? You just literally just ask for help and you just simply just say, I don't know. Sometimes Minnie Mouse can be a bit crazy. I can hear that. Yeah, tell me about it. Sheesh. Okay. Sorry, just need to check something. Ugh, buzz off. It's just something on my phone. Okay, rather get rid of it. Yep, bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye. Yep, bye-bye. Yes, goodbye. Yep, you go away. Shoot. Bye-bye. Good night. Okay, it's finished. It's done. Okay. Woof. Sometimes those notifications on my phones can be pretty annoying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm cracking up here. Woo! If you just don't mind for a second, just need to show you something only for a second, but I'm not comfortable showing my face, but you don't mind because I got something to show you. Just hang on. Where's the camera? Ah, there we go. Ta-da! It's my new magazine. I know you just got it on a Friday. Yeah, that's it, Friday. I just love Miraculous so much. Yep. Okay. A little lip gloss. Yep. Well, I don't think it's real, but all I can possibly say, it does look real though. Yeah. If I have to be really honest, I don't usually wear makeup. I only wear makeup when I want to wear it. Just whatever. Yeah. And there's a comb. Oh, what's that word again? Let me see. Don't tell me. Come on. Aha. A dingle hopper. Yep. Seriously, is there skull around in this room? Okay, there's no skull around here. But this is definitely a dingle hopper. But it's not really a dingle hopper. It's a comb. Yeah, like brushing your hair. I do got a carrot set a little bigger actually. Just hang on. Here we go. There's Wendy from Peter Pan, like doing her hair. Look at this. Brushing her hair. Totally relaxing. Yep, tell me about it. Just put it back where I got it. Okay. Okay. And I also got this also included from magazine. And look, it's like a sort of a thingy box for a little diary pad. See, look, there's a button right there, and once you press it, and there's a little pad. Well, it's meant to be a diary, but yeah. Well, you can either call it a diary or pad, whatever, really, or a notepad, whatever you want to call it, whatever. So yeah. So these are the stuff. So yeah. Okay. I hope you like my Marcus Ladybug magazine, boys and girls. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you a pencil. Silly me. Hang on. Ta-da! A miraculous pen. Or should I say a miraculous wand? Bling. Ta-da! Yep, it's magic. You think I really did magic? Okay. Yep. Okay. Ah, well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell me that. I hope you guys love my collections I got. Mm-hmm. Ah, well. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I can always talk about shows that I like. Well, even though some of you already know, but it's okay if some of you already know. But if there's a who doesn't know yet, then it's fine. So my favorite shows are, well, I would say Miraculous Ladybug is my favorite at the moment because I do seem to watch it mostly compared to My Little Pony in nowadays. But yet, I still love My Little Pony, but Generation 4, of course, with Twilight Sparkle and that. So yeah. And to tell you guys this, I haven't been watching My Little Pony as much as I used to, but I still watch it if I want to, depends on the mood. But yes, but I still love Twilight Sparkle. She's still I do consider as my favorite character, no matter what, really. And I kind of have to be honest, I kind of like the pony version of Twilight and the human version, well, equestrian girl version of Twilight Sparkle, and the other Twilight Sparkle, but most people call her Sideswipe, except for whatever reason why, only because she wears glasses. So yeah, I just don't what's so different about calling her Sideswipe just because she wears glasses. I just prefer to just call her just Twilight or something. That would make sense. Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay. And and I also actually, when it comes to Disney princesses, Ariel is the very first Disney princess I love the most. But I do somehow have this sort of list of favorites. Like Ariel is my number one, while Belle is my second favorite princess, and after Belle it's Aurora, and after Aurora it would be Rapunzel because I just love Rapunzel because she's so pretty and so brave and confident she is, and how she always had this sort of thing about being a prisoner or something, even though she's not really a prisoner. She just got kidnapped. Just to remind everyone. So yeah, and I don't like that muffled gobble. She's such a nasty witch. Mm-hmm. And after Rapunzel, I would say I like Mulan. Yeah, she's my favorite after. Yeah, Rapunzel. And after Mulan, it will be Merida. Yeah, and after Merida, it will be Tiana. Yes, and then after that, it will be Moana. Uh-huh. And then it would be Cinderella, and then Snow White, and that's it, I'm afraid. Yeah, all of them. Oh, Pocahontas is also my favorite too. And besides, can you blame me for liking all the Disney princesses? And besides, I am a Disney princess fan, so can you blame me? So yeah. And to tell the fact, I may not be a huge fan of video games, but I used to play Disney Princess on Nintendo Wii game and it's called Disney Princess Enchanted Journey. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Jasmine. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's also my favorite. Silly me. I could have mentioned her, but sometimes my brain can easily forget something because sometimes there's so many of the princesses to count. If I have to be really honest, I can actually say all the Disney princess in order by their respective films that came out from one to the other. Like Snow White, for example, because she's the very first Disney princess, and she also, well, the fact that she's the youngest of the Disney princesses. But she may be 14, but some people assume she looks a bit older than her actual age. But if I to be honest, I don't think Snow is really that look older. She looks older, but she actually is 14 officially because it's being confirmed by Walt Disney himself. So yeah. Okay. So let's just say I remember watching this video anyway about Disney princess's age. Okay. Well, to be honest, Snow White may be the youngest of the official lineup of the Disney princesses, but the youngest of the Disney princess that not really from the lineup. If you get what I mean, who is not really from the lineup. It would be Sophia actually. She may be a princess in the franchise, but she's not originally a princess anyway, because she was a village young girl from the village. So yeah, so she's the youngest of the princess thingy group, but not from the lineup, of course. But it is difficult and complicated to explain. But she is definitely the youngest because she was originally 8 years old from the very beginning of her own show. Yeah. So yeah. And I know some people may find it confusing, but Sophia actually is just turned 11 at the finale of her own show, since the show sort of finished in 2018. So yes. Yes. And like I said when I told about that Disney Princess game I told you just about Disney Princess Enchanted Journey, I still have it somewhere in the cupboard in the same room as me. So I don't remember the game so well. I remember how so easy the game was only from the very beginning. But let's just say on Cinderella's level and Snow White's level, those two are the only levels from the game that actually was harder for me when I was a kid, actually, because there are some few things that are quite difficult for me to win. Yes. Yeah, can you blame me? I was really a kid. And it's another Disney Princess game, but it's from the DS, and it's called Disney Princess Enchant. Sorry, Magical Jewels. Silly me. So yeah, I remember that game. You've probably seen it on my other channel in Caitlin Sparkle's Hobbies. So yeah. I remember that game so well. Well, that's just the way it is, when it comes to playing a game. Some games can be easy, some of them can be medium, some games can be hard. Or very tricky. I mean, we can't always win, Sometimes we just got to accept that we can't always win, because that's just part of the game. I learned that from this episode from Peppa Pig. Yeah, I may don't watch Peppa Pig anymore, but let's just say I do sometimes watch the older ones. Depends on the childhood sort of mood. So yes, 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 and there's another show I also like. Well, not everyone may be able to hear of it, but it's actually a show from my country, United Kingdom, and it's called EastEnders, and I've been watching it since 2016. Well, correctly by meaning to say, I kind of saw it in 2009 at first, because I remember this memory of my mom and dad were watching this episode at the time, and I remember the scene of Peggy Mitchell leaving the Wolford, and she was saying goodbye to the Queen Victoria pub that she used to work in. So yeah. And then another time back in 2012, I was only like 11 years old when I saw Ben Mitchell. He was played by a different actor at the time, and he was arrested for, well, don't get too whatever, but don't get too startled. But he kind of killed someone that is actually part of his family. Yes, yeah, okay. Too much information, but I'd rather not go too further anyway. But he did what he just did, what I just mentioned. So yeah, in 2012. So those are the moments I kind of discovered the show, but I kind of started watching the actual show like officially since 2016 when Peggy Mitchell came back, and she sort of, well, if I remember correctly, the actress who plays her, she wasn't really well at the time. Even the character in Peggy, of course. Let's just say Barbara Windsor, that's her name, the actress. But when she was alive at the time, back in 2016, when she was playing the character Peggy Mitchell, Peggy was not well either. So yeah. And yes, oh boy. I remember Peggy Mitchell got killed off because she kind of, well, I would say she sort of killed herself by drinking some of those pills, sort of thing. So yeah, she was getting old anyway. The character, I mean. So yeah, until Phil, Peggy's son, kind of found her, whatever. But, nah. Exactly, with a dude. That's the one. Okay. So that's how I first saw EastEnders again that year, 2016. And I also got that little memory when the Beals and the Mitchells, because they all somehow related anyway, and they sort of had this conversation about Peggy had died, and that's when I saw this guy. Well, one of my friends obviously can easily tell why I'm gonna talk here. Let's just say there's this guy, and he plays Bobby Beale, and yes, my friends with the tape obviously can tell. But yeah, no. So that's when I somehow have this sort of crush on him. Okay, I may have feelings for him, but let's just say I started to feel like I'm moving on from him sometimes, but I still got feelings. Yep. Shut up, Caitlin. Okay. Well, yeah. So that's how I first discovered EastEnders itself. Even though the EastEnders has been on the screen since the 80s, let's just say it came out on Tuesday, 19 February 1985. And yes, of course, if some of you are interested, you can always watch the very first episode on Dailymotion, because it's on there. So yeah, but I have to get going now because my parents are, well, waiting for me because it's bedtime. So I'll leave you guys to it. I can always talk more another time when I get the chance. So yeah, so I'll see you guys another time. Bye.